Hi guys, welcome back to Dream Queen. Perla here. My eyes look like they're about to close. I am exhausted. My body's exhausted is what I should say. My mind isn't yet. So quick thing before we get started. First, hi beautiful to my all my divine feminine. So this is a video of us, the divine feminine. It can be male or female, you know what I mean. But I'm a divine feminine, so I say I, we, ha ha ha. Anywho, I'm here. Past few days, I know you guys have had it rough. Last night was very, very hard. The energy was heavy, and I just want to let you guys all know that there was a lot of things that were being released yesterday that needed to be released. As I was sitting here to set up, I was like, oh, let me put a song on, you know, what are most of these divine feminine going through at the moment. And the song that I got was Vibing Out with, what is it? Yeah, Vibing Out With, I think, by FKJ, and I'll put it at the bottom in the description. The lyrics that spoke to me was, can't see ahead if I'm fine when I leave me. I think that is so beautiful. I leave me. To me, that means leaving the old us, who we were, the way that we, you know, our thought patterns, the way that we view things, and the way that we want everything to be black and white when it's not. So, you know, that is a very hard step to get to that point where you can look at yourself in the mirror and be able to tell yourself the things that you know that you need to change. Not things that people tell you that you need to change, but things that you feel within you that you need to change. And then it goes to say, what is that saying when you should let go? Now, what are we supposed to let go of, feminine? Because as I was looking at our, you know, glass, water, all I see and when I was seeing it, I was like, okay, it looks like tears, but I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm like, just like, and then I get this feeling like I just want to fucking cry, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, that is what it is. We as feminine have endured a lot, and when I say that, I am not just talking about in relation to relationships or heartaches, even though that's what I'm sensing a lot of it, but I feel that there have been tears for just yourself, losing yourself to the point where you will look in the mirror and you will not recognize who you are. And that is a very hard place to be at. And, you know, don't think for a moment that you're alone or that nobody understands what you're going through, because trust me, there's a lot of us out here that are going through the same thing, but a lot of us choose not to talk about it because we feel that we're not going to have anybody to relate with us, type of thing. So all I am saying is your tears have not been in vain. The challenges that you have faced since childhood, the not feeling like you're worth it, the questioning every single action, thought, saying everything, questioning yourself, has not been in vain. It has been there to help you get to the point where you're at now, where you can look at your past and talk about it without breaking down, without it breaking you down. The sense, when people say, oh, I've hit rock bottom. A lot of people, when they say that, they're talking about like, either any type of addiction, like alcoholism or drugs or financial, problems and this and that, where they lose their house, they lose their cars and things like that. But what I'm sensing inside is not about rock bottom. It's a little deeper than that. The energy that I've been feeling for the past few days, where I've been trying like to shake off, and I'm like, but why am I feeling this way? I'm trying to, trying to focus on like, okay, what is it I have to hear? And I'm going like step by step and trying to figure out. And it's like, no. And what I finally came to like realize was the the females, the divine feminine, the DF, have been broken to the core. The core, like that. That agonizing cry, that is not just a tearful cry. It's like your soul is crying out from all the pain that we have suppressed. Now, the last part of the lyric that, from what I like was, what is so impossible? With this, I want to say, and I'm going to get to the reading, and I know it's already like 7 minutes, I'm sorry. I was driving. I was merging out of an exit. I was merging into the highway. And when I was merging into the highway, right away, there was an exit coming out. So there was a car that I was watching, and the car had put his blinker to merge right. So I'm like, okay, he's going to go to the, I don't know if it was a male or female, but I would just say he for the sake of it. He's going to the right, so we can just kind of like swap. Well, the car started speeding with the blinker to the right, so I'm not merging. The freaking car merged to the left. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and then I finally merged and I'm driving, and I see this car. He puts his blinkers on again, and he's putting the blinkers to the left. Like, dude, you go to the left and you're going into the freaking grass. Like, there's nowhere to the left. Like, you are on the left lane. So he has the blinker going and then merges to the right. So, and I started laughing, and I was like, oh shoot, this is our issue. We believe that we are divine counterparts. Whether we know our DM or not. But deep down rooted inside of a lot of us, we feel that it is impossible for us to ever be in physical union here on Earth. So, with that being said, stop sending God, universe, or however you want to call it, your divine masculine, people in general, mixed signals. If you're going to go left, then go left. If you're going to go right, then go right. You cannot say you're going to go left and then turn right. It doesn't work that way, because then you're not aligned within yourself. So, what is so impossible? Why? Why do you feel that it is impossible for you to do the things that you have to do to get the things that you want? No, let's just say nothing is impossible. Unless your thoughts limit you. And then it will be impossible, because if you allow your thoughts to tell you that it's impossible, then you're never going to pursue it. And then you'll never really know. My opinion. Okay. Some of the divine feminine, or some of the DF, or just sort of that way, are still stuck in worrying so much. Seriously? Like, I live like all the way in the back towards the woods, and you can still hear these freaking cars. Some of you are still stuck on what he is doing, and you're just torturing yourself back and forth. You guys need to do some healing. I'm sorry. A lot of healing is still needed for a lot of you. And the funny thing is that because you know what you're supposed to be doing and you're pushing it aside. Oh, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for that. It's going to be a boom, 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 back to back. So the only thing I can really say is just get ready, because within the next couple of weeks, you're going to be doing a lot of purging, healing, a lot of things that your subconscious is just ready to let go of, and you have not allowed it to. So just embrace it. Because you need to. A lot of you are questioning yourself whether if you're the masculine or the feminine in energy in the relationship. And for those of you that are questioning, you are the feminine. And a lot of you question it because you have lived a very long time in that masculine energy, because you have had to do a lot of the masculine things in your life, as far as like taking care of yourself, and in essence, doing things that quote unquote society says that is a masculine thing to do. With a lot of you that are working on yourself and are healing, some of us, say us, are still having a lot of the yo-yoing back and forth, because we'll heal something and our divine masculine, for those of us that know him, comes towards us. So he comes towards you and everything is going good, and then all of a sudden it's like boom, distance. And it's because you, when he comes towards you, instead of continuing on with you, with healing you and taking care of you, you drop everything, and it's automatically becomes all about your DM. So the more that you do that, the more that the back and forth is going to continue. For those of you that are already have done the healing and are in good communication with your DM, just a couple of things. One, some of you have been getting freaking in the bedroom with your DM. Whether you're taking care of yourself or not, in a sexual way anyways, just be prepared, because I see pregnancy regardless of what is used to prevent it. And the divine masculine does have female energies around them that are trying to keep him away. I'm not saying that it has to be a female as far as like a relationship. It can be a family member, and getting this really, 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 really sense of a mother figure that imposes her beliefs, her hurt on him, and kind of guilts him into feeling a certain way. He sees through it, but he doesn't want to see her alone. For those females out there that are talking, flirting, messaging back and forth with other guys, if you really want to continue on this journey, then I suggest that you stop. I understand that it's flattering when a guy sends you a message, or a guy is, says, oh my God, you're so beautiful, this and this and that. I understand that it's flattering. We all have egos, and the one thing that you have to understand is that you have to balance that. Why can't you get the same flattering from looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, oh my God, you're so beautiful, you are an amazing person, oh blah, 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 whatever. It is okay to take a compliment, but do not engage in it. The more that you do, whether or not your DM is aware, he senses it. So, he'll start giving his attention to another female. So basically, it's like, don't do unto others what you don't want done unto you. And you can say, oh, but we're just texting, or we're just friends. And I have a lot of guy friends, let's put it that way. My best friend, who I still consider my best friend, even though we haven't talked for years, is a male. And very rarely do you find a person of the opposite sex that just wants to be friends. And when you do, all you can do is treasure them, to be honest with you. See, I'm dropping all these cards, and I'm not even trying to read them. I know, look at how much. Anyway, let me get them. I'm sitting on the ball, and it's like against the wall, so I apologize for the noise. And no, I'm not sitting in a chair. The ball helps me sit up straight. If I sit in a chair, I tend to slouch more, and then I get back pain. So for those DMs that are in relationships with and I'm not gonna call it, I hate the word karmic, because in essence we are all karmics in some people's life. So for those DMs that are in relationships with other females, whether they are living together or still together or whatever it is, even though I feel like there's a level of commitment there, it is not an emotional one. So don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Don't even think about it, because that's slowly and steady coming to an end. Because that person, that other female, is aware of the divine masculine's feelings towards you. The reason why she has not let him go is because she doesn't want to feel like she lost. So she's trying everything that she can to try to manipulate him to stay, but it's not going on for long. Be careful who you speak to in a personal level. To all my females out there, there are people out there that are going to say things, a lot of females energy around you, whether it's work, family, or whatever, that are going to give you advice that is going to sound good at first, but once you sit down and you think about it, you're gonna be like, oh shoot, no, that's not what I'm gonna do. You have to understand that if you continue to look for your worth, your value outside of you, it doesn't really matter what your thoughts are or what you're saying or what you're doing. If you do not like your own company by yourself, then what makes you think that your DM is going to want to be around you? Now, I am have you ever seen those people that go to like restaurants or bars and stuff by themselves and literally sit there and eat by themselves and have a drink by themselves and enjoy their own company? It's me. I actually was doing it when I was still working. I would get out of work on Fridays and stop at a bar and have a snack, like nachos or wings and stuff, all by myself. And, you know, guys and girls would sit down next to me and be like, oh, hi. And I'm like, oh, you waiting? No, I'm not waiting for anyone by myself. Oh, I'm like, yeah. Oh, but why? Because I like myself. I like my own company. So, and that's to the point where you have to get to love yourself, love your own company, and things, you know, will start to shift for you. And if you don't like your own company and you don't like being by yourself, then there's some healing that you have to do. And I'm going to be posting in the description about Jupiter 1111. She works with chakras. And Sophia, which is her mentor, has a lot of videos that talks about healing and aligning yourself and things like that, and about the twin flame dynamic. So I'm going to pull 3 cards. I'm going to pull your energy. This was supposed to be DF to DM, but some of you ladies, some of you females' energy are just so, that's what it feels like. Stop questioning yourself, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So your energy towards yourself, your energy towards your divine masculine, and his energy towards you. 8 of Wands. What I sense with this is, again, I don't read them like other tarot cards reader do. I have no idea what they mean by the book. This is just what I'm getting. This is you. He's my DM. He's not my DM. He's my divine masculine. He's not my divine masculine. One day you're like, yes, I'm gonna do the work. I'm so in this journey. The next day, oh, fuck this. I'm so fucking done. Why the fuck is he still with her? Da, 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 da. Why isn't he coming forward? I'm doing all this work. Oh my God, I love him. I miss him. Fucking asshole. What the fuck? This is you. Here, in your thoughts, your words, the things that you're saying, the things that you're communicating. Like, just stop. Take a moment, take a day, take an hour, take 10 minutes, take 5 minutes, take a second to just think. Clear your energy. Because it's back and forth, and it's equally back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It needs to stop. For those of you that your divine masculine is with another female, stop worrying about it. This is what I get. This with the 3 of Wands. It's like, you know that you two belong together, but you are obsessing. Why is he with her? And if your divine masculine is not with anybody else, then you're obsessing with, why isn't he coming to me? Why isn't he coming to me? I have, that's a Knight of Swords. That's his energy right now where he's at. So he is, in my essence, he is waiting to communicate with you about laying down his swords. Just laying everything on the ground, just putting everything down and just kind of like, yeah, I accept this, let's just move forward. But be careful, because I feel that a lot of the divine feminine are going to misunderstand what he is trying to say, because he's not going to say it in the way that we want him to say it. So that is what I get for you ladies, for you females. Sorry, females. I'm gonna go, hey, you know, there's some males out there that are divine feminine. Yeah, whatever. I'm so tired. Physically, not mentally. So just basically my advice is just stop. If you are unsure, if you're really that unsure of whether the person you think is your divine masculine is your divine masculine or not, then go within. But please stop asking God to show you signs. Stop asking God or universe, source, whatever you want to call it, to give you guidance. And then when it's given to you, you just kind of stand there like, I'm going to go left, and then you start running right. Like, just don't do that. Seriously, just don't. Because it's annoying. And I didn't know all this time that all of these emotions and feelings and things that I get sometimes, it's like, yo, I have a lot of fucking healing to do. And then it's like, no, it's not freaking me. It's all these freaking females that are just freaking going crazy on their head because they just want to continue on questioning everything. So once I realized that it wasn't my energy that I was dealing with all these freaking years, it has gotten a lot better for me. On a personal level, and aligning myself. And a lot of the, we're here to help, everybody else, lead the way. So a lot of us are sensitive to other people's energy. So we are going to be sensitive to our DM energies and just people around us in general. So if you have not learned a way to manage keeping other people's energy away from yours, then you need to set time aside to be alone, enjoying your own company, so that you can sense what is yours and what is not when it comes to energies. Thank you for watching, guys.